What is up, card fighters? So this is going to be the start of my one deck, 1 week upload schedule that we've apparently decided on as a community together. Yeah, I put up a poll if you guys would prefer this over me just trying to like change it up every week, and like it was a resounding yes. So I'm gonna try it off here first with my GRANFIA deck. I have like 4 or 5 games of GRANFIA, and at the end of those 4 or 5 games, I will show you guys the finished product, which is the deck list I came up with just from my initial playtesting with the deck, playtesting the deck more, and then playing it in 2 different local tournaments. So this is Oviedo versus Games locals. They have locals every Monday at 6:30, best of three, standard format. And this is me versus the lyrical deck, the Dark Angel one. I forget her name. Looks like I am going first here. Pitching a Mushroom Brothers here. I was using the Zorga Ride line here, so we are going to proc the grade 1 to draw 2 and then discard order card. And then we're passing it off to our opponent. Lutetia, that's the name of it. Lutetia. So if she pitches a heal here to ride up to the grade 1 Lutetia, and then she's going to swing at me for 14, I elect to take it. She gets a critical trigger here, and we get a draw trigger. She's going to activate her grade 1s on hit. To get one of the order cards. That grade 1's really good in Lutetia just because it can like get you any order card. So it can get you like a Blitz order, can get you Regalius Piece, like any order card. That's one of the few things I like about that deck, but I just don't like Lyrical as a whole because like Lyrical as a whole is just like really bad, in my opinion at least. So we're gonna ride up the grade 2 here. We're gonna pick up a set order, not a set order, a normal order from the drop zone. We're gonna activate it. We're gonna mill another normal order and then call out the Mushroom Brothers with that order's skill. Sorry if there's a slight glare on my side, guys. And then we're gonna use the Mushroom Brothers here to produce 2 plant tokens. Now we're going to call the orange. The orange is going to produce us another plant token. And I'm going to call the pumpkin. So I'm going to swing for 10 here at the Vanguard. She takes it. And I'm going to swing for 15 here at the Vanguard. She elects to take it. We check another orange. And then I swing for 18. She guards it with a 15. That's a 15k Blitz order. And it goes to Soul at the end of the battle. She's going to pitch the Chalice here. And she's going to activate the grade 1's ability when it's ridden upon. Bot deck a card from your hand and then search for an order card, I believe. Yeah, so I think that's another Blitz order, if I'm not mistaken. They all look the same to me. So sorry if I don't know which one exactly she grabbed, guys. Call down the grade 2, check top 3, soul charge 1, and then the rest goes to the bottom. She's going to activate the grade 1 order here. They're cursed orders. It's soul charge 1 and then call 1 out. That's like equal to less to the Vanguard. Then it gets +5 to the end of turn. Swing with the Vanguard here. We take it. She gets a Blitz PG. We damage check Mushroom Brothers. And this is a 28k lane? No, 23k lane. So we guard for 15. And she just wanted to show me how many curse orders she had in the soul. It really didn't matter to me too much. I really can't interact with that aspect of her deck, so it was more of like just let it happen. We're gonna Soul Blast 1 here to make a Noblest Rose token, and then all of our other tokens are gonna go underneath the Noblest Rose token. Then we're gonna activate another Frozen Resentment here. Gonna mill a Reflusia and then call out an Inlet Pulse. I'm gonna call on orange here, produce another token. The only reason I do this is because she's still at grade 2, so like the oranges can still hit. And then the oranges at the beginning of the battle, they produce more tokens, and they all go under my Noblest Rose token as plant gauge. She takes the first hit, and then we swing with the Vanguard. It's going to get +5 for every plant gauge here. I I swept it, but it's like plus 35, I believe. I believe I have 7 plant gauge tokens at this point. I hit the OT here, so we're going to draw 2, heal 1. The crit goes to Vanguard, 10k to the front row, and I'll give the 100 million to the standing column. So that's 2 damage here. She gets a... So we pop 5 here, leaving us with 1. So we had 6. We had 6. So it was plus 30. We're going to swing with 10 plus 35, 45. And that was 15, so that puts her at 38. And she couldn't guard that, unfortunately, with the rest of the cards in her hand. So we're going on to game 2 now. OT just kind of like won us the game there outright. Undeservingly, low-key, but, you know, that's just that's the card. I really don't like it. That's why I branded all my decks with that little logo of ban the overtrigger. I'm really not a fan of it, but at least we got like some sort of hand trap now. Even though you can only play it at 1, at least you have like something to try and defend yourself against the overtrigger. Like, it doesn't work against the Brant Gate one, or it doesn't really work if the unit that has the plus 100 million or more has multiple crits, but I guess something is better than nothing at the end of the day if they're really not going to ban these cards. I don't think I had a normal order here, and that's why like game 2 goes really bad for me. I think I just had like way less resources than her, I think, in the beginning of the game. Discards one of the order cards here. She plays one of the grade 1 order cards here. And she can only call out a grade 1 or less, so she calls out the 0 and then passes turn. I pitch a 15 here, draw off the ride line, activate the grade 1, draw 2, and we top decked an order card to discard, so we won't have to discard anything else. We're going to use the Mushroom Brothers here to create 2 plant tokens. So I swing for 10, try to go for like a really like wide board here for attacks. Swing for 8, she guards that, and then I swing for 8, which she ends up taking it. Pitch a PG here to ride up to the 2. It's gonna grab, looks like the order one. She's gonna call out the grade 2 from it. It's gonna get an extra +5, and then look at top 3. I guess those are all triggers. Yeah, it looks like it's 3 triggers. So she puts a crit into the soul. Rest goes to the bottom. Swing with her Vanguard first. We take it. She gets a front trigger. So this is like really big. I think it's like 25 at this point. So we just take that. And then somebody knocked over our camera. I believe it was her stroller that knocked over, because she has a child. She brings a child with her to locals because she is a mother, which, you know, I don't knock it. Get our grade 1 order from the drop zone here. We're gonna activate it. Call out the orange here. Get a plant token. Make a full board. 15 at the Vanguard. Risking a defensive front here. So right now she does like a 1 to pass and it doesn't break. So I go 10 at the Vanguard. And then 18 at the Vanguard, which she guards. She draws the OT for turn. And because she has like, I think it has to be like 2 or more Cursed Orders in Soul, she gets to ride for free. She activates a Cursed Order, Soul charges a heal. Calls out the grade 2. Gets +5. Swing with the Vanguard. This is going to be 23 since she activated an order card this turn. And I just no-guard it. Swing again with the Vanguard. We just take it. We get the defensive over trigger here. Then we give power to the orange. Attacks one of the tokens, we take it. I think she's attempting to attack the orange here, and we're debating whether we guard it or not. Yeah, we guard it. I think it was 35, so we had to like over guard it slightly. Pitch a 15 here, ride. Activate GRANFIA here. Plant tokens become plant gauge. Mushroom Brothers here. Make 2 plant gauge, and I believe we give a +5 to the. We give a +5 to the pumpkin. Yeah, we give a +5 to a pumpkin here. Soul Blast 1, activate one of the pumpkins, get 2 more plant gauges. Then Soul Blast 1 more, activate the pumpkin, get 2 more plant gauges. And then we get a plant gauge for turn. So that's a lot of plant gauges. Damn, do I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be a +40 to my Vanguard, so it's going to be 58. Which she takes it. We get a crit here, crit to Vanguard, and then power to the orange. And she gets 2 defensives here. We are going to pop 5 here to restand the pumpkin. So I'm going to swing for 28 at the rear guard since I can't hit the Vanguard anymore. And... oh, she got a defensive front. Okay, that's why. She guard with a 15. Believe I attempt to swing at the rear. Yeah, I swing at the rear again. Because the double defensive just like really hurt that offensive push. She Persona Rides, not perfect guards here. Persona Rides, and I believe I just start checking my heals because my hand really isn't that strong in terms of guarding. And quite possibly I think she takes it here. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's next turn. Yeah. Because I think if we would have survived this turn, we wouldn't be able to win next turn. If I'm not mistaken. So I perfect guard the first attack. She gets a heal trigger. She heals down to 4. Gives power to the rear guard. Pitches the set order. Not set order, normal order. Guards with the Vanguard. I believe we had to no guard this because I died to a crit regardless, even with a perfect guard in my hand. Or no, maybe we did guard this attack. Yeah, we did guard it. Oh no, we do survive. Yeah, we survive by the skin of our teeth. But I don't think we can mount an offense just because of the heal. We're not like that heal was actually very clutch. We aren't able to mount like such a great offense. We do Persona right here, which is very like cash money. So we're gonna activate one of the pumpkins here, get 2 plant tokens, call another pumpkin. That's all we have. And then yeah, like this is final like make it or break it push. I'm gonna swing for 23 here. She guards it. Swing. Wow, someone's really making a ruckus. This is 28 plus 30 because I have six tokens. Yeah, she just perfect guards the Vanguard. Unfortunately, we didn't get a critical trigger, but she has the OT in hand, so she really just has to take one of these attacks. Yeah, and that's basically the end of game 1 because of that heal. Because of that heal, man. If only my opponent wasn't running 4 heals. Am I right? Sheesh. But this is basically the end of game 2. Like all she has to do is swing, and I'm pretty sure that's like what she does here. She just swings, and I no guard. She checks nothing, but it doesn't matter. And then game 3. Let me just speed it up. Get going here. And at some point, she had her son in. She took her son off the stroller just to calm him down, which I didn't mind. It wasn't affecting the game state at all. And unfortunately, we didn't have an order card, so we had to pitch 2 cards from our hand for the draw 2. Activates the order here, calls out the 0. It's going to get a +5, so she's able to get off a little bit of a rush here. We no guard the Vanguard. She gets a crit. We get a trigger as well, but it isn't enough to stop the 0 from hitting our Vanguard, so we guard with the Pumpkin. Unfortunately, like, the ride line just wasn't working out for us here. So swing for 10 at the Vanguard. We have very little resources right now. Swing for 25 at the Vanguard. She looks like she blocked at the Vanguard swing. And then I tell her it's 25. And she blocks it. Which, did I attack the rear guard? Oh, yeah, I attacked the rear guard. Yeah, because I didn't want to give her counterblast, apparently. Oh, I think I was just trying to, like, let go of her, like, whittle her resources down to where mine's were to try and make it, like, an equal game state. That's what I was trying to do, at least. But, like, game 2 wasn't as bad, but this game really wasn't sexy for us, to be honest. Take the Vanguard swing here. Get an order card, unfortunately. I believe that column is 31 because she has 3 curse orders. Check another order, unfortunately. So we're at 3 to her 0. So we're not in the best of states here. Searches a blitz order. Swing here, we guard. Pitch a 15 to ride here. Make our Noblest token. Call out another orange. And then we go straight to battle phase. Swing at rear guard. Yeah, we swing at rear guard. And then we swing at Vanguard again just because I was afraid of her getting a defensive. So I would rather just guard with the attacks that I know are like easy to guard or like easy to like get a defensive and just like not be able to guard them. Get an Inlet Pulse in an order here. We just pop 3, or I just pop 3 here to stand on the oranges and then swing for 25. And she just opts to take it. And that is the end of our turn. We're sitting at 4 cards in hand. Not sitting pretty, folks. We are definitely not sitting pretty for this last match. I believe it's like a Soul Blast 1 to ride for free because she has like the 4 or 3 curse orders. I forget how many she needs. She's activating the order here. Soul charges a Chalice, gets out the other grade 2 from Soul again because she soul charged it. Get +5 from that order card. Vanguard swing for 18 here. I believe I just no guard it. We get a heal trigger here, which we do heal. So we're at 23 now. Discards one of her effect heals here. She gets a crit, so it's crit Vanguard, power to that rear guard. And I think it was the crit that did us in. Quite possibly. Maybe not on this turn. We double intercept here. And then we have to perfect guard the last attack. So we stand and draw. We Persona Ride here. Trying our damnedest to come back from this. We're going to activate the grade 1 order card here. thinking really hard what I want. I call out an inlet pulse. Then I do Mushroom Brothers, give +5 to the trigger, swing for a 19. Then I swing with the Vanguard here. I think she just no guards it. No, she just perfect guards it. So I think at this point she was just like trying really hard not to lose because she was in such a commanding position. We get a crit here. We give it all to the crit. I pop 3 to restand him. Swing with Inlet Pulse first at the rear guard for 28. Oh, because I think I was just like seeing she was on low cards again and just like trying so that like she wouldn't make like 2 columns on her next turn or like a full board on her next turn or at least a full front row. She perfect guards. I draw off the Inlet Pulse. And it's really not looking good here. She persona rides here. She just wants the pretty one on top. Calls a grade 2. Gonna activate the grade 1 order again. She was just stacked up on those curse order cards. Calls out a 2. The 2's effect is Soul Blast 1 and it gives itself 10k. Yeah, so this basically just spells our doom here. I believe we just no guard the Vanguard because we have no choice. She gets a front, and yeah, that's it. That is the end of round 1 at Versus Games. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. I will be posting all my GRANFIA matches, even like the ones I lost, even if the ones I lost. But you know, it's still very good learning material because it was our losses at the end of the day that help us build and mold the deck to where I have it now to where I'm very comfortable with the list, and I feel like that's like a list I'd be like proud to like at least take to a local level tournament and like do well with. But anyways, guys, later.